Welcome back, everybody. I'm Happy Tangent, and this is Vampyr, episode 31. I said we will make sure to see the Ascalon Club this time. I say that, and then I walk out the door of my last room. There is
the Ascalon
one
Club,
there,
the heart of
two
British
there,
vampire society.
at least
Not quite
three
as subtle
people.
as I expected.
So this might be a little talking for the first bit of this. So we're gonna run around. Hopefully these people don't have too much to say.
Whether you need to buy something or not, I am happy to help.
It's locked, all right.
Who do we have here?
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never
Like
judge
the
a man
music.
by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must
Calhoun
admit, it's
Russell.
good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Small community like this, you'd think he'd know the name Reed
Is
here.
it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Okay.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
New investigation. Is that all that one? Okay.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Oh yeah,
I
merchant
may
too.
have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Gotta check up front. Ooh, what do we have here? I think that's the one we use, and if that's the case, we will buy those two to help speed up being able to make the final iteration of the weapon. We're good on all the rest, so I'm just gonna double check good handle part. Let's see, details, I believe. All right, so yeah, good handle part, 6 of 0, or well, 0 of 6. Hey, don't you walk away!
It's locked.
Oh, wrong thing. Come on.
Goody.
I may have a look at your goods.
And I'm not gonna worry about the rest. Alright, there we go. Nice. Knocks a third of that out of the way. I don't know if other people can hear this. That music really reminds me of Silent Hill, and I'm not familiar enough with instruments to know to describe what I'm hearing.
It's locked.
It went away, but there's a certain sound it's making that is eerily familiar. What do we have here? Oh, music
Good evening,
kicking
sir.
back in.
May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Oh shit.
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either.
Yeah, with my blood eyes.
War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
How have you been?
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I
Speak
used
for
to be.
yourself, buddy.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Apparently we're gonna bump into her.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
Oh yeah, what's that?
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. The epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
Well, nice
you need
catching
some
up
rest,
with you.
Clarence. You should try to sleep.
I hear somebody out here, and I saw him earlier. Who are you? Almost look like Ashbury.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my God, no. Please, Mr. Vampire.
Oh,
don't
crap, how does she
kill me.
know?
Please, no. I'm too young
Maybe
to
she's
die.
faking it.
I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury.
Oh shit, no wonder they
My
look
mother
alike.
taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Didn't expect to be running into any.
What exactly has your mother
Sons or
told you?
daughters of
Your name and
Ashbury?
profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
No.
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
What are you doing out here?
You mean what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
New investigation.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
And one more.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see? And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Alright, let's see if...
What do you think about this?
I was
Crap.
raised...
Trying to see if anything else
What
is
do you-
unlocked.
You mean...
Actually,
Well,
I might need to back up one, though. There we go, one new thing.
do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
no, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been
Ah,
quite
oops.
busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
That took a lot longer than I was thinking. We still got plenty of time though left for this episode, so I might do a little quick sweep and then go to Ascalon Club.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, Is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for
Is
your
she
loss.
the wife of our friend?
Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
Yeah,
I
he
was
said her
going to bed,
name.
actually.
And can't mesmerize her. Good.
Forgive me.
We don't have time.
With the epidemic, I tend to forget people are supposed to sleep at night.
I'll tell you what. Come back tomorrow for tea. I'll be glad to see you then.
I'll try. I don't think that's happening though. Yo, friend. Oh, come on. I can't loot nothing because this guy. Oh, I'm gonna get stuck. Whew. Got it. Oh, shit. I wonder if anyone recognizes where we're at. This is where we entered from this side, where we first met up with Dr. Swanson. We saved Sean Hampton from William Bishop right here. This is the same location. Huh. It's cool that all the areas used at the start of the game is places you could physically go later. A lot of games, you know, that would just, you don't never see the place again. Oh, shit. What level is he? These are the weakest ones we've seen so far, but we've never fought two at the same time. Get off me. Shit, this sucks. Not good. Not good. Fuck. Shit. There we go. Did the other one just run away? That was not an easy fight. Oh, I hope he didn't regain all his health. At least it'll make it somewhat fair then.
Interfere with my hunt.
Oh, he didn't all the way. Alright, sweet. What is that? Exclamation mark. New dialogue available. Huh. We'll do that after the Ascalon Club. Oh, here's somebody new. Ooh, how much time do we got? I gotta get it out of the way.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you
Ooh.
don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them.
I think she must be a
Tasty,
vamp.
juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
Alright, you're healthy.
What is the local news?
I like how
about, Miss
we're not talking about her
Shadows.
rat-eating obsession.
Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. They're juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Alright, no more people. Doesn't matter if we see him, we haven't talked to him. We're going straight to the club. Because I know there's other people that we've missed. Like this guy ahead of us, I think we've talked to probably. It's our buddy, yep. But I know I saw somebody else earlier. It actually might have been her, though. Here we go. Club time.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
No, don't give me an open room to explore. I'll waste more time.
Then, Dr. Reed.
There has been quite a battle here.
Nobody's been cleaning up.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
They just leave money laying around everywhere. Doesn't look like Pre-Win did very well in this fight. Alright, history and purpose of the Ascalon Club. The Ascalon Club is an association of gentlemen secretly aiming for the protection of the Crown's interest. I founded it in 1837 to honor and perpetuate the legacy of my maker, William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke and true protector of England. All the members of the club must be of good extraction and flawless moral fiber. Since the club accepts mortal members who will be duty observed and valued as proper candidates for immortality, the goal of the club is to impose respectable traditions and behaviors amongst the good vampire society, but also to promote and expand the imperial hegemony. I always forget how to say that word. Hegemony of England. We are the true elite of British society. We are Ascalon, the Holy Lance held by St. George's, protector of England. When the saint slew the dragon, as lance bearers ourselves, we vow to defend the Empire's interest from the law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Okay. Earlier I thought I saw a guy down here, but it was that armor. Oh no! Alright, accidentally went out the back door, but I'm gonna have to remember I have now come across 2 different spots where there has been a way to like go down into a sewer area with a big load screen, and of course I just skipped that. Key to the Ascalon's basement. Oh yeah, we finally filled it up. A strong key with the tag saying Ascalon Club. Basement access is for members only. Well, we stole their key. We're not going to go do it right now, because we need to talk to him so we can end the episode. Alright, club time.
Good evening. We
So much for unique character models. You spin it all on old Fogel or whatever his name was.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bancher was no match for him.
Hear, hear. They really
Come
like,
forward, young
Dishonored characters.
For we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my
A loss of life.
Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Let's kind of be somewhat deceitful.
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
I don't want to just say no, because then, you know, maybe we don't want him to have that info. Then the rude response, don't speak about my family, and then it is no concern of yours. Both are rude. Oi, oi, oi. Let's go with the family.
How dare you speak so flippantly of my family?
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Oh, man.
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I agree to join
Don't
the
even
club.
give me an
This
option.
is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful.
You're creepy.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Alright, we're going to save the speeches for everyone until the next episode. So we met the club. We'll meet the members in the next
I
episode.
personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I
Oh, we don't need to
spotted
listen to these douchebags.
foreign
Anyhow, I'm happy tangent. I'm glad. I know we're getting
chase
closer
these
to the
intruders
end
down.
here. Looks like probably in the last third of the game for sure. We'll catch you next time. If you could, please like and subscribe. We'll see you.